All right, so I'm gonna help you write a loop that counts down from 50 to 0. And for any number that's a multiple of 8, we want to print the word BAM instead of that number. So first of all, we know where it's going to start, and we know that it's going to go backwards. So a couple different ways to do that, but one way is just to use a while loop. So I'm going to say num equals 50. So we're going to initialize and declare a variable at num. It starts at 50, and I'm going to say while num is greater than or equal to 0. I know that I want to go from 50 to 0 inclusive, including the endpoints, including 50 and 0, so that I end at 0. And now I need to just go ahead and print num, the number that we're working with. Now, if I want num to change, because here it starts at 50, we'll go ahead and we could try this. Let's go ahead and test this. I'm going to comment out some of these other ones from above, so that when I run it, it's going to ask me. And right now it's running 50, 50, 50, 50. It's just continually running, and you can even see right here it's done a bajillion 50s. I'm going to hit Control C, because that's going to stop my infinite loop that was just running forever. The reason this is running forever is I didn't do anything to num. So num is staying as 50. It's like print 50. Is num greater than 0? Yep. Print 50. Is num greater than 0? Yep. Print 50. While num is greater, yep, num's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. I need to remember that if I'm doing a while loop, I need to decrease num. So I'm going to decrease num by 1 every time. Now I'll run it again. And you can see here I've got the numbers from 50 all the way down to 0. I'm going to go ahead and stop that and clear the console. I need to determine whether or not I'm going to print BAM or the number, and so I need to do an if else. It's going to do one or the other. It's either going to print num or it's going to print BAM. So I'm going to create an if else statement. So if num is divisible. Well, usually when things are divisible, that means they divide evenly. We can use the remainder, num divided by 8. If the num divided by 8 has a remainder of 0, then that means that it divided evenly. So in that case, I would print BAM. And I can run that one, and it will print out all my numbers from 0 to 50, or from 50 down to 0, 50, 49, BAM, 48, 47, all the way down to 41, 40, BAM. But you notice that it's printing both 40, which is divisible by 8, or it's a multiple of 8, and it's printing BAM. So I want this print num to be in the else clause. So I'm going to do an else here, and we're going to indent those things in. Okay, let me go down here and clear out my console, and I'll run it again. Hit enter when I'm ready. Bam, 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 bam. Why is it getting stuck on BAM? Well, it's only decreasing num right now when num is not divisible by 8. So I need to make sure that num minus equals 1 is not indented in this else clause. Otherwise, here it's not decreasing num by 1 whenever it prints BAM. So save, run it one more time, and now I should print all the numbers from 50 down to 0, except when it's divisible by 8, like 16. I skip the number and I type BAM instead. All right, that's what we're looking for.